Hello boys and girls of grade 6. I am teacher Melinda Hughes and I am here to work with you in grammar. Today we will look at one of the parts of speech that you would have learned from the previous grades. In grammar, we know that the parts of speech are particular words that help us to write grammatically correct sentences and also to speak accurately. This lesson will take you through an activity that will help you to remember and also use your knowledge of adverbs. So, my dear, what is an adverb? An adverb is a word that describes the action that is done in a sentence, which is a verb, or it adds more meaning to another adverb, or also describes an adjective. Why do we use adverbs? Adverbs help your language skill to be more expressive. It helps you to give more meaning as you write sentences and you speak. As we look at adverbs today, I want to ensure you that you will have fun with adverbs. As we proceed, I'll ask you to look at the picture. What do you see? A picture of a dog barking. And so we can make a sentence. The dog is barking. Very simple. However, to add more meaning to that sentence and also to describe the verb is barking, we can add an adverb, which can be the dog is barking fiercely, or the dog is barking viciously, or the dog is barking angrily. In that sentence or in those sentences, we can identify the word that describes or tells how the dog barks. How? Viciously, angrily, and fiercely. Adverbs help us to make sure that which we want to express, especially in writing compositions, it gives you an advantage. So let's look at another picture. There we see a boy fishing in one of the creeks. But what does he have? He has an arrow and bow. And as we look at this boy, we can see that he is aiming. Aiming where? Directly into the water. So we can make a sentence about the boy fishing with his arrow and bow. We can say, the boy aims directly into the water. So in that sentence there, directly is the word that tells us how the boy aims. How does he aim? Directly. Next, we can look at another picture, one that shows us a footballer. What is he doing? The footballer kicks the ball. And we know that football is one of those sports that is enjoyed by many boys and girls and even grown-ups too. So let us see if we can make a sentence about the footballer. The footballer kicks the ball energetically into the goal. The footballer kicks the ball energetically into the goal. So there we have it. Another adverb, one that tells us how the action is done. So instead of saying the footballer kicks the ball into the goal, we can describe that action by saying the footballer kicks the ball energetically. And so from that sentence, where the football kicks the ball energetically, if there is no picture, then in your mind with that particular sentence, a picture is formed. So this is why we use adverbs, to create and to produce and to make our writing more meaningful, and also to create or to provide a picture in the mind of the reader where they get to understand clearly or even clearer what the writer is saying. So boys and girls, since I have talked about adverbs, then in your mind there must be a question as to how we form adverbs. Now, like I said, an adverb is one of the parts of speech that you would have learned in the previous grades. And so if I am to help you to understand how we form adverbs, then I have to refer to adjectives. An adjective is a word that describes a noun or another adjective. And so there are some adjectives that you are very familiar with, like sweet, quiet, calm, happy, bitter, and so on. Those adjectives can be formed into adverbs by inflecting or adding ly. So happy becomes happily, bitter, bitterly, friend, friendly, sweet, sweetly, and so forth. So adverbs are easily formed by inflecting ly to a word that functions as an adjective. So here we have a list of adverbs showing us how they have been formed by inflecting ly to an adjective. And so let's have that list. So there we have it, the first way how we form adverbs. Secondly, words that end with e, some words that end with e, can be formed into adverbs by removing or deleting the e and replacing it with ly. So for example, there is a list of words that we can take and form into adverbs that end with e, and then we inflect the ly. So we have true, we take out the e, and then we have truly. We have possible, and so it becomes possibly. We have simple, and so it becomes simply, and we go on with the others. In addition to that, we also have some words that end with l, and so before we inflect the ly, we retain that l. So like for example, in the word skillful, we inflect ly, and so it becomes skillfully. We have the word joyful, and so when we inflect ly, it is doubled and it is joyfully. We also have careful, and so when we inflect that ly, the new word or the adverb that is formed is carefully. And so there we have it. We can have fun with adverbs because adverbs, when we use them, they add meaning and give clearer picture to what we want to say or express, and also to our writing. So today, boys and girls, I want to encourage all of you to practice with your adverbs. So boys and girls, as we wrap this up, let's review. What is an adverb? An adverb is a word that adds more meaning to or describes a verb, an adjective, or another adverb. And why do we use adverbs? Adverbs are used in order to enhance and to enrich our vocabulary and also make our writing more meaningful. So boys and girls, of grade 6. This has brought us to our first lesson with adverbs. I know that you are eager to learn more, and as I work with you, I trust that you will become confident, and even more so as you speak, as you write, and even when you read, you will be able to identify adverbs. I wish you all the best, and I encourage you to keep reading, because a good reader is a good leader. Until then, I am Teacher Melinda Hughes. See you next time.